This is Saudi Arabia's line project, which is also called as NEOM Future City. The world will see such a big mega project for the first time in the coming years. Not only big, but NEOM is also the world's most expensive construction project. In this project, which is being made with the intention of $500 billion, two 500-meter-high skyscrapers are being made parallel to each other, which will surprisingly spread 170 kilometers in Saudi's desert. It is just like making 4,500 copies of One World Trade Center in New York and giving them in one line. Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman dreams of making NEOM the future's advanced linear city. A city where 90 lakh people will be able to live in the chaos of the glass. But is it even possible? What are the benefits and disadvantages compared to its organic cities? Is Saudi Arabia making no mistake by putting everything on the line to save its declining economy? And if this NEOM project fails for some reason, then what will be left with Saudi? Welcome back to Untold Facts Videos channel. NEOM is the name of a project in Saudi Arabia that will be called the most unique city of its kind. It will start from the Gulf of Aqaba in the west of Saudi Arabia and spread 170 kilometers east of Saudi Arabia in a line. In 2021, when Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman announced it, it was being said that this project may never start. But if we look at the satellite image now, then actually work has already started on it. The location that was told, exactly there a very big under construction line is really visible. Where the length of the line will be spread up to 170 kilometers, its width is only 200 meters. That is, this width is normally a block of some society. The height of the NEOM is planned to be 500 meters. Two skyscrapers 500 meters high will be pulled up to 170 kilometers. It is only as high as the Bahariya icon of Mumbai's Imperial 2 or Karachi. So now you can imagine the height and length of the line yourself, that how big a mega structure it will be. Like the 830 meters high Burj Khalifa's direction is towards the sky, where the norm is not the highest, but the world's longest skyscraper will definitely be. If such a project is made in New Delhi, then its length will be extended to Agra. Or if it is started from Karachi, then this project will come to Hyderabad and end. According to Saudi Crown Prince's plan, 90 lakh people will be able to live in this entire line city. If the area of this entire line city is taken out, then we will multiply its length and width. The length of 170 kilometers and the width of 200 m or 0.2 kilometers. So this is only 34 square kilometers. Only 90 lakh people will live in this 34 square kilometers. Which is 264,705 in 1 square kilometer. Mumbai, which has a population of 1 crore 20 lakhs, is 603 square kilometers. Which means that 19,900 people live in 1 square kilometer. Which is only 7.5% of the population density of NEOM. If we take the example of the world's largest city, Tokyo, then 6,380 people live in 1 square kilometer. Which is only 2.4% compared to NEOM. Now this has been proved that according to the area, NEOM is a very optimized project. Where on less land, many more people will be able to live compared to organic cities. That is, the work that had to be done in a city of 500 to 600 square kilometers, this work is being done only in 34 to 34 square kilometers. There is no doubt that Saudi's planning is very positive. At the speed at which the population is increasing, pre-planned cities like NEOM will be able to take a lead in the future. Because in this, more people will be able to live on very few resources compared to organic cities. They can be made quickly and also much cheaper. These cities are called linear city because NEOM is a planned linear city, and that's why it has many benefits. Like in normal cities, resources are wasted, but in linear city, everything is planned and the loss of resources is not equal, which reduces the operating cost. You can guess it by the fact that the population of Mexico City is also as much as the proposed population of NEOM. But if all the roads in Mexico City are added, which includes main roads, streets and expressways, then more than 3 lakh kilometers of roads have been built here. If this road network is made into one piece, then it can take 7.5 laps of the earth. In comparison, in the same population of NEOM, there will be only a 170 km road network. In this line city of NEOM, the highest level is the pedestrian level where no cars will run. The second level is called the service level where cars will run and shops will be in this level. And the third level is the spine level where there will be a network of fully artificial intelligent high-speed trains. Anyone who has to go to 170 kilometers of NEOM will go through the lift to the spine level and will have to sit in the train and leave on their destination. This high-speed train can cover 170 kilometers in just 20 minutes. We waste these 20 minutes on traffic signals in a metropolitan city. So now the question arises that if there are so many benefits of linear cities, then why are other projects like NEOM not being made anywhere else in the world? The reality is that this idea of linear city is quite old and it was also implemented. But it doesn't work as planned. In the 19th century, a plan-line city was built in a district of Madrid. It was named Ciudad Lineal. It was 400 meters wide, double the length of NEOM, and it was planned to be 50 kilometers long. But the construction was only 5 kilometers long. The idea was to add an additional sector to it with time and make it even longer. But if you see the ground situation, you will be surprised to know that it is very difficult to find this line city in Madrid today. This is the 5 kilometers line. Today, the city around it has completely hidden it. And in fact, it is the same. No matter where you look in the world, cities or villages always grow organically. People come to a place according to their requirements and then the city starts spreading around that point. Before shifting anywhere, we see the distance of our offices, schools or universities. According to our convenience, we select a location in the city and shift there. Whereas in linear cities, this option does not happen. Rather, everyone has to live in the same pattern. And because it is longer, the distance between people also increases a lot. The same thing happened in the Lion City of Madrid. It could not meet the requirements of the people, which made it unable to move forward, but started to spread. All the benefits of the cities are actually for the governments. It is easy to operate them and the cost is also less. But humans remain bound in it. And most importantly, no matter how long the line city is, it remains dependent on the outside world. To meet the daily life requirements, the goods come from outside. And obviously, all this goods comes from the entry and exit points of line city. In this way, new organic cities are formed at their entry and exit points, which then slowly start disturbing the original line. In addition to Madrid, many other countries had given proposals for line cities. But they could never be completed or the project was cancelled before their construction. So now the question arises that despite knowing all this, why did Saudi Arabia put their hands in this $500 billion project? Saudi Arabia has become so used to earning oil that now problems have begun for them. Where other Arab countries had already taken this risk and diverted their economies towards tourism. Experts believe that the coming danger to Saudi Arabia was not seen on time. According to estimates, by 2050, all fossil fuel reserves on Earth will be finished. And in this coming crisis, Saudi Arabia is going to be affected the most. This is why the world is going towards electric cars or green energy. Saudi Arabia, whose 95% economy has been due to oil, now has this dependency as a necklace. Experts think that to get out of this dependency and to divert the Saudi economy to tourism and technology, the Crown Prince has taken this step. Saudi's main source of income is Saudi Aram, which is worth $2 trillion. But this money is worth of oil company which generates $120 billion profit every year, out of which $70 billion goes to budget in country's expenses. $50 billion is left behind. Means if this profit is kept for next 10 years then Saudi will be able to bear $500 billion of cost. And if this project fails for some reason, then Saudi Arabia will have no time to divert its economy and find other income resources. What do you think about this? Please tell me in the comment section. I hope you will like and share this video of Untold Facts.